Okay, this brings us to last looks.
Okay.
Tyler Hoechlin, what is your favorite movie of all time?
Okay. I'm going to give the reason for this first.
Love it.
I feel, personally for me, when I think of like, what is my favorite movie? I think most people's favorite movie is like 21 years old, right? It's because you're not picking it apart. Yeah, you're not like, what's your
100%.
favorite movie. My favorite movie is the first Pirates of the Caribbean.
Okay, how old were you when you saw it?
I was 16.
Yes.
And I thought
prime.
Jack Sparrow was the coolest character of all time.
Yeah.
And there's an added thing to this. I had a general meeting with a guy at Disney, and there was a poster on the wall. And I was like, oh, Pirates of the Caribbean, I can't wait to see that. And he's like, oh yeah, we'll see how that goes. And
yes, they thought it was going to be a disaster.
They thought it was going to bomb. It was going to be the worst movie ever. And I heard all the stories later, but at the time I didn't know. I was like, oh, they must hate this movie. Wow. So then the movie comes out and I see Jack Sparrow. And I thought it was the young actor. I thought that was the coolest character I had ever seen. So unexpected.
Oh.
No, people would have done different things. No one would have done that.
Never.
No one would have done that.
No.
And I just thought, like, being a young actor at the time, I was so inspired by someone doing something that was just so unexpected.
Totally.
But I always say that's my favorite movie. And
I
then
love it.
There's two others that come up a little bit later on, like Dark Knight, just because again, I'm a big performance guy.
Yes.
So Heath Ledger in that movie, and I'm a huge Christian Bale fan.
Yes.
I love that one. But
It's
then I also
perfect
love
movie.
it's perfect.
Wait,
It's
I didn't mean to
such
cut you
a
off.
good movie. No,
but you also love
Midnight in Paris.
Yeah,
Sorry,
it's so
my taste is like all over the place.
You can
It's all over the place. Yeah.
And I won't take you down the rabbit hole of your connection to Paris right now, but I
love that city.
Okay. You are stranded on a deserted island, not in the way that your friend Tom Hanks was in Castaway. It's not for years and years, but you're there like for a bit. And so what are the two albums that you have with you?
There's an artist called Grizz.
Okay.
You know Grizz?
No.
But he's fantastic. And there's an album called Chasing the Golden Hour, Part 4. The music spans, I mean, even just in the album, there's like a couple different vibe changes to it. But the music overall that Grizz does is just like, it's there's some dubstep. There's also like some super chill, like he plays the saxophone when he plays live sometimes. Just feels like you're on a chill drive.
Yeah.
In the middle of nowhere with no one around and you have nowhere you have to be kind of thing.
Oh,
feels like that sometimes.
Wonderful.
So I love that album. And then, and the first Led Zeppelin album.
These are such good answers.
The honorary mention is like probably like a Dave Matthews live one, either like Chicago, I think in '98, or like Central Park, one of those two. Just to get the crowd, you have like a little sense of community there with you, like one of those.
Talk about a vibe. I love that. You are an avid reader, so I'm excited to hear what this is. Book. Yes. Either your favorite book of all time or a book you've read recently that you really loved and would recommend.
So I'm gonna say, my favorite book of all time is for a very specific reason. I honestly kind of hated reading just because as a kid, I was reading my school books and I was reading scripts all the time.
Yep.
So reading was not a break for me. Like reading was
it was a chore.
This is all I'm doing all the time. So it wasn't like an escape or anything. So like I never got into like the Harry Potter books or like anything like that. But I was playing summer ball in Michigan. And
sorry, Coppola.
Yeah. So I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. I did get to meet him later, which was actually, I was like, I'm so glad this actually happened. But I was playing summer ball, and I remember that the people were talking about the Da Vinci Code. Sorry, the Da Vinci Code. It's the first book I remember reading where like college guys be like, hey, we're going out and have some beers, whatever. Like, you want to come? And I was like, no.
I need to know what Remy Leloudeck is going to do now.
I'm for sure finishing this chapter and probably 5 more.
Yes.
Like, I have no chance I'm going out today.
Robert Langdon sends his best. Goodbye.
The first book that got me to be like, reading is fun.
Yeah, exactly.
The first one that did that.
I love it.
That was super cool.
I love it.
Yeah, it was a big one.
Okay, last question.
Yeah.
What is either your favorite TV show of all time or a show you've watched recently and would recommend?
Well, again, I'm going to give honorable mention because I know you love this one so much. Friends.
I mean, there's my Central Perk handle.
That's so good. I love that show.
I'm so glad you said that.
Oh, it's you have to give it.
There's my mug over there.
Oh my God.
With Rachel on top of Ross, where he's like, when were you under me? Should have given you that.
Such a good.
So good.
Just I love that show. I was very much growing up during that show, and I just
totally
thought it was great.
It's
perfect. But I say my favorite show. There's a couple that are like neck and neck, but for the reason we talked about earlier, Peaky Blinders.
Okay.
Peaky Blinders. I love that period.
Yeah.
I'm obsessed with that period. And then I just had this crazy experience with it, like while we were shooting the show and being up in Vancouver.
Yes.
That was my go-to show.
Yes.
Just because I felt a certain sense of peace being in that world.
I feel you.
And then beyond that, Cillian Murphy is just phenomenal. And like,
forget it.
He's incredible in I think anything he does.
Yeah.
And then there's roles that people are just like,
transcend.
That was so meant to be you.
Yes.
Tommy Shelby, just one of my favorite characters of all time. And then seeing him and Tom Hardy play off each other. I love that show for so many different reasons, but like I reference that show at work for certain things. Just because I think like what they did, the beauty in the subtlety of a lot of things that were done on that show was just like second to none. And I loved the confidence to sit in the scene.
Yeah.
I love the confidence of like, we got a cool, fun transition. We play some rock music for a second, but then get your wide shot and then just boom, boom.
The confidence. It's so true.
The performances were
so
insanely good. The writing was brilliant. Like it was just like, that's my show.
Buddy, this was so fun, as I knew it would be. And thank you for indulging my deep Road to Perdition dive and all of the things. But this is, so fun.
So
You're
fun.
the best.
And again, I'm so stoked for you. Like this was awesome. And keep going. I loved it.
I never know how to end this, so I'm just going to get up and give you a hug. Thank you. This was awesome.